What's going on, everybody at 1N Gaming? My name's Tactical FPS and I'm back here today reading the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare gameplay commentary. Now, the amazing gameplay you're going to be seeing in the background today is actually going to be some 1 minute 50 DNA bomb gameplay, who is by the player 1N Football, so be sure to check him out. His link will be in the description. But for the commentary today, we're going to actually be discussing, in my opinion, the top 3 things that ruined Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So at number 3 for me, it's going to have to be people who do not play the objective in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer. Now you may be wondering, this is a natural thing, we've seen it all the way back from the very first Call of Duties. People will try to not play the objective to extend the time of the game. But in my opinion, that defeats the point of objective-based game modes. For example, uplink, domination, momentum, hardpoint. I see countless times so many people who aren't attempting to play the objective, they're just running around trying to get kills for their own gain and XP. You know, the thing that also really annoys me is at the end of a game, when you look at your team, you may have lost, for example, in domination. Your team will have gone 100 points in domination and the enemy team will have scored the full 200. But then you look at your team's scoreboard and they've got, for example, a player at the top with 47 and 3. That guy could have spent his time playing the objective and helping you win the game rather than just run around trying to get kills that in the end didn't really benefit the team in any way. My number 2 now is going to have to be something that's completely played Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer, and it's going to have to be the out-of-map exploits. Now, if you haven't come across any out-of-map exploits, they are basically usually found in the infected game modes, and if you're not really sure some of the examples or what out-of-map exploits are, an example is the really famous one on Defender, where all you need to do is crawl under one of the doors in Defender, and once you're inside, you're invincible and can't be shot from the outside. But get this, Sledgehammer have cleverly designed it so you can shoot people from the inside. Now, whether this was a fault in the actual map design, I find it a bit strange that, you can't shoot inwards but you can shoot outwards. But hey, this is something that needs to be completely patched because it is absolutely appalling and it's completely ruined multiplayer. And especially when people are playing infected and dropping DNA bombs so easily from having, just camped inside a glitch. Now, before I get on to the worst thing in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer, I have to give an honourable mention, or should I say in this case an unhonourable mention, to the spawns and the lag in the early weeks of the game. Now, within the first few weeks, I remember getting my copy on day 0 and the spawns and the lag were appalling. Countless times I would lag out in the first 2 to 3 minutes of the game. I would then have to restart Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I'd have to restart my router just to make sure it wasn't anything wrong with that. And on top of that, these spawns, when you actually did get a good game with a good connection, you'd always end up getting ripped apart by the spawns. For example, Mr. Billy Sniper over there just shot you and you'll then spawn again in his sight of his scope. Now, I mean, in Call of Duty, we've seen pretty bad spawns before, but nothing on that level. And thankfully, I'm going to have to say, at least Sledgehammer have noticed this and they've fixed it all so far, which is why it didn't make it into the top 3 worst things, because it's finally been fixed. So thank you, Sledgehammer. Now, at my number 1 spot is going to have to be probably the worst part of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and something that's completely decimated the game completely, which is skill-based matchmaking. Now, if you don't understand the term skill-based matchmaking, it's where, for example, you go into a game of Team Deathmatch and the game will basically pair you up with people of the similar level. So if you are level 1, the game will try to pair you up with as many level 1 to 5s as possible. If you're level 40, it'll try to match you up with as many level 35s to level 45s as possible. And basically, I see where they were trying to go with this. They were trying to make it so that people of the same skill level will be playing good games. One team wouldn't dominate the other. It would be a close game. But this has brought whole new exploits to the game. For example, reverse boosting. Now, reverse boosting is something where people are making new accounts on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on their Xbox Live, on their PSN. And basically, because they're so good at the game, they'll go into a multiplayer game at level 1 and they can easily get gameplay such as double DNA bombs, even triple DNA bombs, because they're exploiting the game. And this is something that's been banned in the pub stomping community because it's become so common. And skill-based matchmaking, in my opinion, should stick to game modes such as ranked, clan wars, and basically league play. It's basically like they've thrown league play into normal multiplayer matches. And I mean, multiplayer for me has always been the casual part. If I wanted to play ranked or basically skill-based matchmaking, I would play league play or clan wars. Now there you go guys, that was my top 3 things that I believe ruined Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer. Now if any of you guys at one end agree or disagree with me, please be sure to leave it in the comments to let me know. I'll be checking the video out and giving you my opinions on yours. And also if you're new to One End Gaming, be sure to hit the subscribe button, it really helps them out a lot. And also be sure to like the video to help get this video out there a bit more. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Mine has been Tactical FPS. Until next time, goodbye.